Although C.S. Lewis was by no means a warmonger, anyone who fought in the killing fields of World War I could not be that, he was certainly not a pacifist. In fact, he once gave a speech called Why I Am Not a Pacifist. Lewis, of course, believed that Christ said, turn the other cheek, but the context of that suggests a personal level. In other words, if somebody kills a family member of mine, it is my duty as an individual Christian, if possible, to forgive the killer, to love my enemy and forgive my enemy. But it is the role and, in fact, the duty of the magistrate to exact the death penalty. Lewis did not see a contradiction between turn the other cheek and eye for an eye. Turn the other cheek was personal. Eye for an eye was the duty and responsibility of the king, he who does not bear the sword in vain, to quote the New Testament. Again, Lewis was not somebody that loved war, but he points out several things in Scripture. The one Gentile to whom Jesus gives incredible praise is the centurion, and the centurion is a soldier. And yet Lewis praises him. He does not tell him, leave your job and stop being a soldier. He praises him for having a faith that surpasses even that of Israel. When some soldiers went to John the Baptist and said, what then shall we do? John the Baptist did not tell them, quit your job. He told them to not extort money and not treat people poorly. Lewis reminds us that to quote the Ten Commandments as thou shalt not kill is really not a true translation. It is more accurate to say thou shalt not murder. Not all killing is murder. Lewis makes that clear. Not all killing is murder. There is such a thing as a righteous death penalty carried out by the magistrate who does not bear the sword in vain. But Lewis makes it very clear from a Christian point of view. If we must kill, we do so. But we should not do so with hearts of revenge and wrath and cheering about it. We should do it with tears. So what Lewis is getting at is there are times when killing is necessary. Not murder, but killing is necessary. But let us be careful that we do not rejoice in our heart and become filled with hatred and revenge. Lewis was a great scholar of the Middle Ages. And again, though he was not a warmonger, he believed that there was something beautiful about the Christian knight in arms. In our day and age, we can only see evil in the Crusades. But Lewis saw, as any medieval scholar and Renaissance scholar as well could see, that there's such a thing, a beautiful idea of the Christian knight in arms defending. Remember, it was easy in the early church for everyone to be a pacifist because there were Romans to keep the barbarians at bay. When the Christians took over the Roman Empire, it was up to them not to bear the sword in vain and protect the people from evil.